afternoon, and thank you for being part of this historic occasion. It's appropriate that we gather at this time when we are focused on giving to others to honor John Hiroshi Otomo. His Fresno State education in agronomy was cut short by an executive order that sent thousands of Japanese Americans on the West Coast into isolated internment camps. With the stroke of a pen, families were devastated, their life's work forcibly abandoned, property left behind, college careers disrupted, loyalty doubted, constitutional rights exploited. Now, nearly 80 Fresno State students had to leave school. Mr. Otomo was one of them. Today, we recognize his determination and courage, and the courage of people like Mr. Otomo, who overcame their challenges to lead exemplary, inspiring lives. Please join me in a round of applause, Mr. Otomo.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to represent California State University trustees on this historic occasion as we began to see the results of our university's efforts to honor those of our students forced to give up their education so long ago. We have charged the Chancellor's office and our campuses with locating about 250 people who may be eligible for honorary degrees under the California Nisei College Diploma project.
Mr. Otomo, Joan has told us about how you had to drop out of Fresno State in 1942, and then after you reached the camp in Arizona, your father passed away. But you persevered, going to Minnesota, then enlisting in the Army, and serving in the Counterintelligence Corps in the Philippines and in Japan. Indeed, many of us would have given up, but you did not. After your honorable discharge, you returned to Selma, where you distinguished yourself as a husband and father in business and community service. I'd now like to ask Trustees Chandler and Mijas to join me here at the podium as we award this degree. Mr. Otomo, it's all right, you can sit. Mr. Otomo, by the authority vested in us by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, we hereby confer the honorary degree of Bachelor of Humane Letters upon John Hiroshi Otomo and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I want to thank everybody for being here. The California State University system, starting with the Board of Trustees. Thank you, Trustees Chandler and Mijas, for being here. And I can't forget to thank Charlie Reed and Colleen Bentley-Adler, who's been doing a lot of the work for getting this event to happen. Obviously, our Fresno State family is very important to us, and this would not have ever happened without the illustrious President Welty, who seems to make things happen via email in an instant. You've got magic fingers, so thank you so much for doing all this for us. Dad, we're so proud of you. You are now officially a Fresno State Bulldog. Officially. I also have to give a personal thanks because of this project. I've probably learned more about internment, about World War II, about the Japanese American relocation, because this particular group of Niseis is very quiet. This is a silent population. You don't talk about what happened, good, bad, or ugly. So for me, I have learned so much about the uprooting, the forces, that you were forced to dwell in internment camps. So one other thing, thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to learn more about my dad, because we've probably talked more in the last month about his past than I've ever talked with him in our entire lives. My dad actually said he will say a few words.
Dr. Welty, I humbly accept the honorary degree. And thanks all the dignitaries for being here. Hey, this is something. You know, They say old men don't cry, but I had some tears. Thank everybody for being here. And through all this adversity, I think the USA is the best country in the world. God bless you, and thank you.